Welcome to the Africa podcast. As usual, my name is Owana Ibrahim. This is another great day to remember. Today, I have a businessman, someone who has been able to invest both in East Africa and some parts of Asia. He's a great man, and his name is called Jeremiah Masembe. Welcome to the Africa podcast.
Oh, thank you so much for
Yeah.
inviting me here.
Mm,
It's such an honor to be on this platform.
yeah, great. So, Jeremiah, where did you start your schooling from, and where were you born?
I am born, I'm a Ugandan by
Mm.
birth. I studied in St. Mary's Kitende.
Wow, great for Lawrence Murindwa.
Yes, I was with Lawrence Murunda for about 4 years.
Meaning you're a rich kid.
No.
Because Chitenda, I know it is not for the poor one.
We were the pioneers of the school.
Okay.
So by then it was for the poor people.
True.
Right now it's for the rich.
Mm,
But I had an opportunity to go through
yeah.
such a great school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which year was that? Because maybe we have some of your hobbies.
I was there since 2004.
Mm.
I was there since I was there from 2001 to 2004.
Wow.
Yes.
2001, where was I? I think I was in baby class.
I'm yet to know which baby class.
Baby class, the one of Uganda, because you have baby, middle, top.
I'm asking for where?
Yeah.
Where in Uganda? Why you?
For us, we started life in Busia.
Busia.
Yeah, Busia. And I think, after finishing my baby class, I had to join Iganga Boys.
Iganga Boys.
Yeah, so from Iganga Boys, I had to join the Junior. From the Junior, I joined Homies Darling, where I completed my primary 7.
That's amazing.
Yeah, then I went to East High in Tinda. That is where I started. From East High, I had to join London College, Nansana.
Mm.
From London College, I had to join Buloba. From Buloba, I finished my education at Iganga Parents.
You joined so many schools.
Especially secondary. I was jumping from this school to another because I was mommy's boy, you know.
In a good way, or you?
Some schools I left in, by the way, it was in a good way,
Mm.
but some schools it was because of money.
Oh,
Yeah, when the parent wouldn't afford, just to twist.
yes.
Yeah, so that is how life was when we're growing up. So you guys, you have businesses.
Yes.
I came to know that you are the CEO of Mass Projects Uganda Limited.
Yes, not only mass projects.
Yeah.
I also have a funeral company.
Wow.
That's Prestige Funeral Services.
So Prestige, you benefit from people dying.
No, we are companions in times
Yeah.
of grief.
Oh, true.
So we help settle down people, make sure that their beloved ones are sent off in a dignified manner.
Yeah. I have my friend called Karongo. He has a TV, it is called Prestige. So when you said Prestige, I got a shock.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a TV called Prestige. I was like, man, you guys know each other.
no, I don't know him, but I also have electronics business. It's called Precise.
Precise.
Yes.
Prestige, Precise,
Then Mass Projects.
Mass Projects. So what does Mass Projects do?
We are an EPC company. That's engineering, procurement, and construction.
Wow, great.
But we have majored basically in telecom works. That's the passive infrastructure development in Uganda. We have businesses in DRC.
Yeah.
We have in Rwanda, and Uganda is where the headquarters are. So we are expanding. We usually look at the emerging economies. Our next target is Ethiopia and then Somalia, because these are economies that have been through war. So we try to work within those and impact the communities there. Make sure that the services can reach them easily.
Yeah. So Kenya,
the economy is too tight.
Yeah, and competitive.
Very competitive.
Yeah.
Very hard to penetrate. It has really businesses like ours in Kenya. To work in Kenya, I think you need a lot of capital.
Yeah.
I haven't done enough visibility study about businesses here, but the little information I have shows that Kenya is really a tight economy.
It is tight.
There is a lot of competition,
Yeah.
tight competition.
By the
So-
way, it is force everywhere. Force.
Yes, and and Kenya is already there. It's a country that has the economy is big, the people are bright.
Yeah.
So we are looking at economies that are just merging. We want to grow with those economies.
So now, like you have talked Somalia, South Sudan. You're in South Sudan or not yet?
It's Rwanda and DRC.
Yeah. So this is my own perspective. Like when they're just emerging, actually there is war.
Yes,
It's
it's not
especially
just
like-
war.
yeah.
It's not war that we are talking about. It's the economy themselves. You look at these countries.
Yeah.
If you're to do business anywhere, you look at a country itself, and you see the trajectory.
Yeah. Yeah.
The country is just growing. It's coming. It's just growing up. It's not like it's there. Kenya is already there.
Yeah.
So you can't. You're not going to do. You'll need a lot of finances, capital to build a business here. But the other countries that are merging, you grow with them. So that's the business. Those are the countries that we are looking at. You look at Ethiopia. Ethiopia has just opened up its doors.
Yeah.
Ethiopia was closed, I think 2 years back or 3 years back. It wasn't easy to do business in Ethiopia. But right now, Ethiopia has opened the doors to Africa and the world. So it is an emerging economy now. People are moving to Ethiopia. Why? It's because the economy is merging. DRC itself, its economy is also merging. When you go to DRC, projects are just coming up. Kenya has skyscrapers. Kenya has tall buildings compared to to DRC or Ethiopia. But so Kenya has already been saturated. It's like putting sugar in a cup.
Yeah.
You reach a point and sugar cannot get dissolved anymore because there's a saturation point. So the other countries I'm talking about, they have not reached that saturation point. So it is easy for you to go and start businesses there and penetrate the markets.
True.
And it will not cost you a lot of money to penetrate these markets because these markets need you.
Yeah. I have a friend, actually, for him, he tried South Sudan and he was doing extremely great. But on the way, like things came and changed. As you know, South Sudan, it is not easy, especially the people.
The terrain is not easy itself.
Yeah.
And the people themselves.
So they were like, they wanted to take over his businesses until the government had to intervene.
Is this still there?
Yeah, because for him, he went more into supplying soda, such things, water, soft drinks, actually, and mineral water. Yeah, but he's working great because also he has a radio station.
Yeah, he has done, because this is what I was saying, that those economies, South Sudan, they are not saturated.
Yeah.
The opportunities are still open to everyone. Not like I'm not saying that Kenya you can't do business here, but what you have to go through to do business in Kenya is not the same as what you have to go through to do business in South Sudan or DRC.
True.
Because you grow with the country and the country is showing growth. It is moving away from the trajectory is moving up. So the economy is growing. The economy has not reached the equilibrium like countries, like other countries. It's the same thing with Uganda. It's not as easy as anyone thinks that you can go to Uganda and do business. Because businesses people have taken up different businesses.
Yeah.
So you compete a lot.
And Uganda, like,
space is not there for you.
There's no space. The competition is very tight in Uganda.
And it will take you a lot of time to penetrate the market.
So don't you have don't you have problem with the governments when you are starting up businesses?
Different governments have different challenges. Like the policies in DRCs are still stringent. That it's just starting business. You need authorization from the internal security, and you need a lot of approvals.
Yeah.
You can open up a business. But for it to kick start, you have all the documentation, but they will tell you that you need a document from security that clears you that you can do business in DRC.
Yeah.
So those challenges are usually there. The policies, it's not government itself. They are not the government, but the policies, and these policies improve. When you look at Uganda itself,
Yeah.
it is easy to start a business, by the way, in Rwanda,
Yeah.
because the policies were cleared. The policies are favoring business, the business environment, compared to DRC.
I came to realize even Rwanda, they don't accept smuggling.
Business has to be clean.
Because
I don't believe in data business, because I don't believe in a business of smuggling.
yeah.
I believe if I pay my dues, if I pay my taxes, taxes build a country.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So without you paying taxes, it's dangerous for the community that you're working in, because a business has to pay back to the host. It's the country that is hosting you there. You're doing you're driving cars on the roads. You're enjoying the security there. So you have to pay your dues. The taxes have to be paid. Smuggling, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that that is business. Whoever is doing that kind of business, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in the world you're going to go and smuggle, and the entire government will be happy about you, that you're growing strong. This is the businessman, he's a smuggler.
So is whatever funeral service, because as the CEO of Prestige, is it profitable? Just to be precise.
It's a business. A business is a business.
Yeah.
If it is a target of a business is when you're building a business, one of the cores that you look at making a profit out of that business, because you invest money.
Yeah.
You borrow money, you buy. I usually call it buying money, because I pay it back with interest.
Yeah. True.
So I go borrow to the bank and I tell them I'm going to invest in coffins. I'm going to buy caskets, maybe from China or where. The bank will put an interest. It will not say that it is a funeral service, so you not have to make profits on funeral services.
Yeah, true.
So it's a business, although it's there to. We are just companions with people who are in grief.
Yeah.
We make sure that we send off their loved ones in a dignified manner. But also, we have bills to pay. We have workers, we have pallbearers, we have cars to service, we have to buy cars. Because even when you come to my funeral service and we use a bicycle to carry the dead,
You will not disrespect.
you may not wish to come back again. So I have to put a margin, although a relatively responsible margin, not a kill margin whereby I have to make a killing on someone is dead.
You have talked about killing. And I came to realize, I have a friend who told me that at Mulago Hospital, Mulago,
Yes.
so that there are guys who sell coffins outside.
Definitely.
So those guys who sell coffins, that in fact, the moment you lose someone and you're in the hospital, thank God I'm a Muslim. Now, for you, the Christians, that the doctor will tell you,
Muslims are taken care of by.
but for us, they don't put us in coffins. So, what these guys do, the doctors, they tell you, you see that stall 28, it is where you have to go and buy your coffin.
Yeah, it's a business, as I said.
Yeah.
And businesses have competitions and advertisements. Even with selling coffins, you need to advertise and talk to. There are so many ways to sell your business.
Yeah.
I can come to you and I tell you in your company, this is a talk show, and you invite a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can tell them probably that I was here with a guy, he has a funeral service. In case you lose somebody, please use him.
They can't allow.
Use that business.
They can't even.
No, that's what happens in hospitals. Because a hospital, people die in hospitals. People regain life in hospitals. So it's a two-way thing. So when you lose someone, you need a coffin. So
for Muslims, we need bed sheets.
Yes, you need the bed sheets. And there are guys outside Mulago are selling those things. They are there. They are there. I'm telling you, they are there. I've been in this business. I know it.
Wow. Now, do some of you kill? Not
Kill
you,
what?
the ones in the business.
Killing is illegal. Killing a business.
Patient.
I'm not a doctor, and I wouldn't wish for somebody to die
Yeah.
because it can be my client in my other business. I have a construction company that's mass projects. We are building houses for people. So I have clients. Would you wish your clients to die?
No, no, no.
Every day we pray for people to live.
But when
Actually,
business knocks breathing, you breathe.
death is paramount.
Bro, and all of us have to die.
So you
Yeah. So the only thing it is to give our people a befitting burial.
correct.
Because even if you say, I hate funeral companies, these people are here to stay. Because at least they work for 1 or 2,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So do you have issues with government
I don't have issues
just in Uganda?
with government. Issues.
Especially when starting up your businesses. Like issues. Okay, let me just say authorities like KCCA and what have you.
The issues with government are to pay taxes. If you're compliant, you'll never see them at your door. Me, I'm a compliant, a very compliant taxpayer. I'm exempted on some of the taxes because I've been compliant.
Yeah.
I am exempted from WHT and withholding, VAT withholding because I've been compliant. And I told you that the security, the roads are made with these taxes.
Yeah.
Government.
But now, what if at all we are paying the tax the way you are saying, and the roads are not being constructed? In the hospitals, there is no medicine. And you hear that one honorable, sorry to take you to politics, one honorable has been given $1 billion. Okay?
Wait for what you have to do is to wait when you have to elect a new government and you choose.
Yeah. But the people reach, people reach elections. Don't even talk about voting for another government, because even if you vote for another one and there are people who are really willing to reach, they'll just reach the election.
Yeah, they do, but I'm not sure about that. I can't say that people rig elections because I believe in justice, and I've seen people going to court, and whatever they get out of court is what I go with.
Yeah, because the court is the final.
So I believe the courts, if the courts are there, they are the temples of justice. If they were rigged, you go to court. I'm not a politician. I don't know why, but I know they go to court.
Yeah.
And the court pronounce themselves, and we go back to work.
How do you see the agriculture sector?
Agriculture, I know in Africa, there are 3 sectors that can make money. The first one is agriculture. The second one is energy. If you can produce energy here in Africa, energy, electricity, renewable energy, you'll make the money. And the third one is service delivery.
Yeah, true.
If you're a service provider, you just have to beef up your game. Those sectors will always make money. And agriculture is the backbone of Africa. We are not yet into the tech business.
Yeah.
For us, we are just about our land. And our land is what we understand best.
Yeah.
How do we make money out of this land?
Since the biggest percentage of us Africans, we do whatever farming, okay, like agriculture on subsistence, right?
Yes.
Don't you think it might be also one of the reasons why it is affecting us more? Like countries like Netherlands, South Africa, they are great in agriculture. Zimbabwe, they are doing great. Don't you think we have somewhere we are messing up?
East Africa itself, I know now East Africa is, we are moving away from how do we call it, subsistence farming?
Yeah.
Whereby you do farming and you have only 2 goats. When you'll give you what you've been talking about.
Yeah.
So we are looking at combining with we should understand joint ventures. I don't know whether farmers have gone into joint ventures whereby you joint venture with your neighbor
Yeah.
and you make sure that you have a bigger piece of land and you plant, and you're able to do commercial agriculture. And also the government policies. Governments need to subsidize, remove taxes from equipments
Yeah.
that are used in agriculture, like
Wow.
the tractors that can do commercial agriculture. The pesticides are very expensive when you look at the cost of pesticides and the fake products on the market, seedlings, what they are affecting the agricultural business in Africa.
Do you have enough manpower?
You don't need manpower. What you need is machines.
Yeah.
Machines. We need to move away from the hoe,
The
and we go to the tractor way of doing agriculture.
Yeah. Wow, great. He's called Jeremiah Masembe.
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 Yes, Masembe.
Masembe. Oh, I think in Kiswahili we say hapa ameng'oa. That is speaking something which is broken. So I will blame myself for that. So he's a businessman and a business strategist. A guy who owns a construction company, owns a funeral service company. However much he has said he doesn't want you guys to die, because at the end of the day, you are the ones who buy his electronic, right?
Yes.
So we sign out, and we sign out with love. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.